Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. So today we have another little mod for our 66 Batmobile, and that is the back carpets. These are from Mlike Lane. So we've got the full carpet set, as well as a choice of mats. Now this isn't the full choice of mats, and I'll show you a few more when we get over to the workbench. These are the ones that have all been laser cut and laser embossed, I guess. And they look absolutely fantastic, but I'll show you those in more detail when we go to the workbench. So I'm going to show you how to fit the carpet, and then we'll get into the mats themselves as well. So let's get into it. Let's get building.
Welcome to the workshop, tools in the light, screws and glue, they're holding it tight. Piece by piece, it's a builder's delight, making dreams in the still of the night. Let's get into it, let's get building now. Put it all together, I'll show you how. Screw by screw and a little glue too. Welcome to the workshop, it's waiting for you.
Right, so we have the back carpets. Now they come in a fantastic little bit of packaging, as always with Mike. So we'll get these open, and I'll show you what's in the packet. And this is what we get. We have a nice little card with a nice instruction there, and you're free to scan that one, but I'll put the link in the description anyway. And this will just show you how to install them. Basically, they're all self-adhesive, and they just go in a particular order, or the best order that Mike's found to do it, really. So we've got this back wall here, which is going to go obviously on here. We've got the two sides that are going to go over here. We've got the center console part, which is going to go on here. And as you can see, there are cutouts for the screw holes, etc. So we need to remove these items first. We also need to remove these seat belts as well, because there are cutouts for those as well. And this piece here goes over here. And I'm sure at some point I'll work out where that piece goes when I get into the instructions. I think it would go just here, actually, behind this bat phone stand from the looks of it. So obviously I've got this piece as well that also goes on this back wall where this piece is as well. Now, as I said, Mike has supplied instructions just by scanning that QR code. And quite simply, what we need to be doing is putting these in an order. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's going to be these two parts first, followed by the little piece that goes on there, followed by the piece that comes down here, then this piece, and then that piece will be done. Then finishing off with this piece here and this piece here. Now, before I get into that, what I'm going to do, I am going to disassemble this part. So it's just a reverse of how I put it together originally. I'm just going to keep the screws to one side. Can't remember what screws these actually are. So we take those out, take the plate out, and then that means we can pop this out. In theory, we shouldn't need to pop this little gear stick off, because we can just slot it right through like that. We also do need to remove this bat phone stand. And that's just 2 screws like that. Again, just put that to one side. And then belts themselves just pull out of the slots, like so. So we have that one ready for some carpet. And then this one, now we just need to pull these out. You might need a screwdriver just to push the lugs on the back, like so. This one I'm going to work around because I glued this one in, if you remember, because this one's incredibly loose. So I will try and remove that at the moment. It's probably going to break. Luckily, there is a cutout for it, so you don't necessarily need to remove it because it doesn't have a hole, whereas the other two do have holes for them. This panel may have actually gone round, as you can see. It's got a nice cutout there, but probably easier just to remove it. Now, I'm going to do it with the back panel in place like that. I don't believe we need to remove it. If we did, it's only 2 screws on the back there. But it should be no problem to fit that like that and fit that one like that as well. Now, I am told that the adhesive on the back of these, once it's in, it's in. It's not going to come out again. If it does, you will tear this material. So it's worth noting that you've probably got a little bit of wiggle room, but really, you're going to want to be pretty sure about your placement. And I think what I'm going to do actually, I'm actually just going to cut this backing in half. That way, I can keep the backing on the mat or on the carpet, and that will allow me just to position this in place. Now, as you can see, it's a precise cut. Now, I might need to just I am going to remove this panel actually because I can't remove that pedal, and this is just going to sit slightly underneath that. Again, just 2 screws to do that, so it's not a big deal to remove that. I might put this back on before putting the panel on this one anyway, because it might be a little bit easier with it stood up. Right, so that's that panel removed. Now we have our basic floor plan. So what you want to be looking at is the holes you've got and the shapes. As I say, this is a pretty good precision cut. So just going to line that up with the top edge and this edge here. And then we can just peel that all the way back. And as you can see, those holes are lining up perfectly for the seats as well. And that is our first piece in. Looking absolutely fantastic. The contrast between that and the black plastic, is poles apart. Looks absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with this piece. So again, just going to peel this one back just to expose that first bit of adhesive. Like that. Again, just going to line up with this edge here and the screw hole and the right hand edge in this one. Just like that. And then we'll just peel it back. Perfect. So as you can see, that is in there absolutely perfectly. Obviously, it does help. You've got a nice parallel edge that you can line up against. But that's probably the easiest way to do it. So I'd recommend, say, cutting that sheet in half so that you've got these individually. Certainly those 2 panels anyway. We'll see when it comes to these. I might do the same sort of thing, cut them up. with those two panels in, that is that piece done. Now, the next piece is recommended is this piece here, which is this little piece here. And just to make it easier, I am going to cut it out. And also, as you can see, there's plenty of room around the parts, so it makes it easy to cut out. And as I said, it's just going to go in here. Now, with this one, I think the easiest option is going to be doing it this way around. The advice is not to try and touch the adhesive. So again, using the backing there makes it a little bit easier. Now, until you press it down, it's not going to you instantly grab. So you do have a little bit of time just to wiggle it into place, like so. So that is in there perfectly. And with that piece in, we can move on to this piece. Again, we've got a nice cutout here that we can line up with the cutout there. We've got the holes, and then we've got these cutouts as well. So it's a case of pick one or the other. I think because we've got this nice lip here, I think I'm going to try and line it up with this one and then just wrap it around. Although, having said that, it might be a little bit easier just to do it the other way. Obviously, any of these excess bits, hopefully they'll stick or stay stuck to this. But if they come out, then they can just be peeled out. So I think I am going to do it the same way as I did the front carpets. I'm just going to fold that backing right over like that. Line up the cutouts. You can see there's a little notch in here to allow for that piece there. So we've got that gear stick hole and we've got the screw hole. Just line it up like so. That looks pretty straight to me. And with that partly held in place, it's going to pull all the way back. And as you can see, until it's pushed down, it won't really stick. So you get a little bit of wiggle room to line up the extra holes. And then we can just put it over the side, like this. So that seatbelt hole, as you can see, is lining up perfectly, as well as these two cutouts here and this one here. So we've now got that in place, just like so. Next piece we're going to do is this piece over the top here. Again, I'm just going to cut it off here. Now with this one, we've probably got this hole here, and we can just hopefully put it down over like so. So I'm just going to cut off this little bit of excess I've left, like so. Now with this one, I will just pop this waste piece out. And then I think I'll turn it around, because that will allow me to peel back this part and then stick it down using that hole as a guide. So folding it back, we've got a hole just there, as I say, as a guide. And we've also got this back notch. And then we just put it down over the sides, like this. Looking absolutely perfect, like so. Just making sure that follows the contours of this black plastic part. That's looking absolutely fantastic. So that only leaves us a couple of pieces left, and that's going to be where this piece comes in. Now we've got this larger piece, and then we've got this smaller piece that will go on here. Now I think with this one, obviously I've got that pedal to contend with. If you can take your pedal off, I highly recommend it, but I'm pretty sure if I try and get this off, it's probably going to break, unless I can just about break that glue seal. Now, I didn't use too much, very much glue on this, but as you can see, that's not coming out. It would have just fallen out previously. So what I'd recommend, if you can get that pedal out, is install it this way around and using this edge. And go this way. Now, because we've got this narrow bit here, I might still be able to do that and just wiggle it around. So that's what I'm going to try. So lining up with this edge. And again, just lining up with the notches and cutouts. Like that. Now hopefully I can just wiggle this around behind that pedal. Like so. Perfect. And again, just making sure it fits to that contour. Like so. Excellent. That leaves us with one final piece. And we'll just line that up with the left-hand edge, like so. And then this one just folds around like that. Looking absolutely perfect. And then with this piece, see, we'll go in like so. And then we've got the pedal that will go in there again as well. So I'm just going to quickly reassemble this, and then I'll show you the back mats as well. Right, so that's our dashboard or floor pan reassembled. Obviously that's not attached, but I've put it in there to give you an idea of what we're looking at. I'll just move these belts out of the way, and then I'll show you these. Now, we don't just have those ones. Now, I'm not even sure if this is Mike's full selection, actually, to be fair, but if you head over to his website, you'll find loads, because we now have these as well. Move that to one side, and we can show them all. So we've got the embossed ones there, with different colours, different logos. these ones look absolutely amazing. But I'll get them out and then we'll show you on a closer camera what they actually look like. So I'll start with these red ones as they're in the top corner. Now again, these are self-adhesive. Apparently the adhesive is not as aggressive as the mats or the carpet, so you can take these off and put them back and swap them out if you want to, but they are self-adhesive, so they stick and go into place properly. You can see on the closer camera there that they look absolutely amazing. So red ones, these blue ones and these black ones are all the same with the laser embossed. I like the black ones because they give a subtle look. So you can just hopefully see it in the right light. We have the Bat logo on there as well. And obviously when they're in the car, I'll just take this one for a minute. So the adhesive isn't as aggressive, and that will obviously sit just like that. And then obviously the seat's going to go here, so that's absolutely perfect. But as you can see, it gives you a little bit of a contrast because the way the light reflects off the material, but it's quite a subtle matte in there. So let's just place that on back on there for a minute. Whereas obviously if you had one of the red ones, and that was in there, which places about there, you can see that the difference is very noticeable, and that does look really nice with the red carpets there, red mats. So let's get the blue ones out as well. Now I think I've already decided which ones I'm going for at the moment. So we've got the blue ones there, you can see. Again, with a nice lasered logo there. And then we come on to these ones where we've got this little embossing. And they look like that. It's got this little, let's say, inlay in there. Almost feels like maybe resin or something like that. Little domed resin stickers or something, or logo, emblem. And if I put one of those in, you can see how that looks, which is pretty fantastic. Again, put that one back on there. Obviously, as you can see, they do come off fairly easily. So obviously it's being stuck to this material, so it's not going to stick permanently. So if you did have one or two sets of mats, they are interchangeable, as you can see. So I think these will be quite a popular one, because they pretty much match the car styling. Also, you've got this black background with the red logo, and that red logo is going to really pop against the black floor mats and the floor carpets themselves, like that. So again, another subtle choice, having black on black, but the logos do make it, pop. Now we've got a couple more black on blacks, as you can see. Now, this is probably a little bit more of a modern style with the yellow background of the Bat logo. But again, looks absolutely fantastic in there. And then our final black set is a reverse of the previous one, where you've got the black bat on a red background in this one. And again, also looking absolutely stunning. Now they are self-adhesive, obviously, so obviously you've got quite a curve there. And you can imagine if they didn't have that self-adhesive backing, it probably wouldn't conform to that curve and probably would have a gap underneath them. And then we have these ones, which are a little bit different, but I think these look brilliant. And these, at the moment, are the ones I'm going to go with. So we've got the red side for Robin, and just going to place that there. And then we have the driver's side, let's see, Batman. And then this is going to slide up behind this pedal. In fact, actually, as we remove that pedal, it's probably easier to do that. And we just place it in about there. Then we'll replace that pedal. So we have that looking just like so, and I think that looks absolutely amazing. So well done, Mike. I now have a complete set. Well, I don't even know if this is a complete set. I haven't actually checked. So you will have to check Mike's website, because I'm sure he's got more available. But I think they look absolutely stunning. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please remember to hit the like button below and give us a massive thumbs up. So that is looking absolutely stunning. Now, it's not the first time I've used carpets from Mlike Lane. You would have seen that the Night Rider build, that has a full set of carpets. And every time they look absolutely amazing. I don't know what the material is that he uses, but it feels really, really nice. You just want to keep touching it. It's really super soft, and I really love these ones with the resin inserts. They feel like resin. Not sure if that is what they are or not, but they look and feel absolutely perfect. Really high quality, as always. So if you want to get these for yourself, do check out the links in the description. I'll probably also put a link up on screen during the video as well. But they look absolutely fantastic, and as you can see, you don't need to stop at just one set. You can have multiple sets, and you can swap them around as you like. But I have to say, they look absolutely perfect. So thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ding the bell for notifications. That way you know when I'll have new videos out for you, including more of the Batmobile. So until next time, I'll see you around. Cheers.